The water level is definitely higher.
23-year-old Taylor Morehart scans the ocean at San Diego's Tourmaline Surf Park between Pacific Beach and La Jolla.
This guy's got a really good wave. Really, it's kind of like looking at it and seeing who's having the most fun and kind of like feeding off their energy, really, yeah.
Morehart started surfing here when she was 7. It was something she did off and on since then, and now she counts it as one of her passions.
I think the connection you feel with the ocean controls my mood.
Morehart has had plenty of company through the years. 72-year-old Lynn Sparks has been dipping his toes in the San Diego surf for 6 decades. When he started, it was quite an effort to get to the beach.
We just carried the board, double carry down the hill here, and we went in the water no matter how bad it was. And we got really cold, and we had to run all the way down to the beach to a Safeway that was our food basket that was down there on Garnett to get a bunch of wooden crates so we could come back here and make a fire just so we could go out one more time.
Sparks and his friends didn't enjoy the luxury of wetsuits or surfing forecasts. He actually didn't know until he got to the beach what those conditions would be like.
You just had to come down and check it out. Until you got a car, you just went down and whatever there was there, you went out and had fun with it with all your friends.
Hitting the beach when the waves were rolling was a gamble in the old days.
It was all quite hazy, and no one really knew when the waves were going to be good.
Scott Bass reports on surfing conditions for KPBS. He says committed surfers allowed the uncertainty of the ocean to shape their lives. People actually chose jobs, schools, or even partners that were flexible enough to let them change plans at a moment's notice if good waves were hitting the shore. Bass says science has changed that.
We're not so much at the beck and call of a hope and a prayer that we're going to be there when it's good. We can plan our lives a little bit better, knowing that, hey, in 3 days the wind and the swell is going to be here, and so you don't have to worry for the next 2 days. You can actually get your responsibilities taken care of.
Surf cams beam current conditions over the internet, and forecasts have become much more sophisticated. Scripps Institution of Oceanography researcher Dale Stokes credits famed oceanographer Walter Munk.
Walter's work was instrumental in figuring that out, and it forms the basis of a lot of surf predictions that you see online today. They've just sort of tweaked the calculations a little bit based on Walter's original theories, and that's what we use to model surf hitting the coast all around the world.
Munk pioneered his surf forecasting models for the military. He famously predicted wave conditions on D-Day, clearing the way for the Allied invasion of German-occupied France. But Stokes says it was Munk's far-reaching work after the war that cemented his title as the father of surf forecasting. He set up research stations from stormy Antarctica to Alaska and tracked the waves as they moved across the Pacific.
Where ocean swell and where waves originated and how they traveled around the world. And Walter was instrumental in solving some of those problems.
Munk's illustrious career ended earlier this month with his death, but his contribution to a signature Southern California passion will live on well into the future. Erik Anderson, KPBS News.